This segment, we might end up doing like both of these, I think,
Yep.
in the same segment, possibly even down to this one, just depending on how fast
Yep.
we talk about it. New quote unquote stuff is coming out about Pelosi and how much she knew about the enhanced interrogation techniques.
Wait, you mean torture?
Like, you don't say.
Hmm.
Yeah, torture. This is one of those things it's been happening for like 6 months or so, where people keep having these massive realizations, and I say to Harry, didn't we know about that like 4 years ago? And this is one of those things. And those of you who've been watching me for years, I hate to say I told you so, but you saw me tell you so. The videos are still up. I've been saying for a while, when we were talking about why doesn't Pelosi pursue impeachment, the reason is any investigation of the Bush administration would show her culpability along with the culpability of other top Dems. And
You
got the
see,
same
these
problem.
people will not, deal with the risk of being acutely embarrassed in order to put torturers in jail. It's really kind of
It's
an
shocking,
awful thing.
is what it is. It's also shocking that, her defense at this point essentially amounts to saying what they did is tell us that they might be doing some of these things at some point. They didn't tell us they were actually doing them,
Which, that's kind of like when Kerry said that he voted, against the war and didn't really vote for it because, that they were just authorizing Bush to use force and, weren't actually telling him to do it.
That authorization of force and people trying to back out of it by saying that they thought that Bush would be sane about it is absurd. Everybody knew when they voted for that authorization of force that they were voting for war.
Yeah, the executive branch was theatrically insane. That there was no. I mean, they were openly saying that if Congress didn't vote for it, they would still do it.
I know. The thing is, it comes back to if you and I sitting here in Ithaca, New York, being stoned half the time eating at the soup kitchen and listening to public radio and using the library computers for internet access, were able to discern that there were no weapons of mass destruction and that the authorization for use of force was an authorization for war. How did the people who are sitting in Congress not know that?
Yeah,
it's absurd. They're either stupid or they think we are.
It's obvious that they, made some sort of craven political move that, we don't really understand the motivation for it because the Republicans would accuse them of being traitors anyway, but, they were somehow, worried that, that somehow that the Republicans would say they were unpatriotic and, this previously unseen group of voters would jump out from behind a rock and vote against them.
Sabich just put it in a good way. He said they did know it, but they knew that the politics were against them. That's exactly what we're saying, except you said it much more succinctly. These people are nothing but full of shit, okay? So there's that. And then, of course, Dick Cheney's been all over